Scholarship Summit Program 2024. So this is a flagship CSR initiative for the company. We have been running this over the last 5 years, started from 2018-19 onwards. And here the program basically covers, financially supporting very needy and very high talented, professionals who are pursuing their, MBBS and other medical aspirations, and we support them, on financial needs and also on research and the other areas of their career progression. So this year we have actually selected about 301 students across the country. I mean, this goes through a very cumbersome process of first the student themselves coming and applying for this scholarship program, and then on the basis of merit, and of course needy students and professional agency called Deloitte actually conduct the thorough screening and processing of the candidature of the people who apply. So out of this year, for example, out of 6,000 students who applied for the program, 301 students have come at the top list of students, and we have selected them. And the company commits about roughly 2 crore of rupees annually for this program. And this year 301 students have been eligible, of which 60% of them are women students, basically the girl students, and which talks about our focus on the gender diversity as well. So we are firmly committed to the building of the healthcare ecosystem in the country for the future, and supporting the healthcare students and pursuing their career studies in the future. So that's what this whole program is about. And I hope you know Metropolis Healthcare Limited is a company who is in existence for the last 40 years in India, and we operate almost across the country, right? We have diagnostic labs. We have close to 200 labs across the country, and about 4,000 collection centers, and about 500 home visit executives who comes and whenever you need a blood test to be done or any testing to be done about the human body part, right? You can use the services of Metropolis Limited, and we operate in about 600 towns across the country. That's about Metropolis. And in Tamil Nadu, we are having 21 labs and 350 collection centers, which are the blood collection centers, and about 125 home visit executives that we have in this state. So Tamil Nadu is a big market for us, and we are committed to serving the people of Tamil Nadu on the diagnostic services, right? And also, like I said, we have a huge commitment to the corporate social responsibility through the MedEngage program and many other programs that we have. Thank you.
The MedEngage சம்மிட்டுக்கு வந்த எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். இந்த மெட்என்கேஜ்மெண்ட் சம்மிட் ஒரு சிஎஸ்ஆர் ஆக்டிவிட்டி மெட்ரோபாலிஸ் ஹெல்த்கேரோட. இந்த சிஎஸ்ஆர் ஆக்டிவிட்டி மூலமாக நம்ம பட்டிங் டேலண்ட், அதாவது மெடிக்கல் ஃபெட்டர்னிட்டியில் ஃபஸ்ட் இயர்லேருந்து ஃபைனல் இயர் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வரைக்கும் எம்பிபிஎஸ்ஸாக இருக்கட்டும், இல்லை அவங்க பண்ணுற ஹையர் ஸ்டடீஸாக இருக்கட்டும், பிஜி ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸாக இருக்கட்டும், அவங்களோட ஸ்டடீஸ்க்கு உதவுற மாதிரி நம்ம ஸ்காலர்ஷிப் கொடுக்குறோம். அதை செலக்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு ஒரு மெத்தடாலஜி வச்சுருக்கோம். அவங்க ஆன்லைனில் அப்ளை பண்ணலாம். நவம்பர் டிசம்பர் எவ்ரி இயர் அந்த போர்ட்டல் ஓப்பன் ஆகும். அதில் எல்லா ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸும் அக்ராஸ் த கண்ட்ரி அவங்க அப்ளை பண்ணலாம். அதை ஷார்ட் லிஸ்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு டெலாய்ட்னு ஒரு ஏஜென்சி வச்சுருக்கோம். அவங்க மூலமாக அதை ஷார்ட் லிஸ்ட் பண்ணி டிசர்விங் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸுக்கு இந்த ஸ்காலர்ஷிப் போகுது. இந்த வருஷம் 301 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸுக்கு நம்ம க்ளோஸ் டு 2 crore வரைக்கும் இந்த உதவி தர்றோம். இதை அவங்க ரிசர்ச் கிராண்ட்டுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணலாம், அவங்க படிப்பு செலவுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணலாம், அவங்களோட கல்விக்காக இந்த உதவியை பண்ணுறோம். இது தொடர்ந்து 5வது வருடமாக முடிச்சிருக்கு. இது 6வது வருடம் பண்ணுறோம். இது வரைக்கும் 5 வருஷம் பார்த்திங்கன்னா இந்த ஈவெண்ட் மும்பையில் நடக்கும். இது 6வது வருஷம் இங்கே சென்னையில் நடக்கிறது ஒரு பெருமையான விஷயம். ஃபஸ்ட்டு ஆரம்பிக்கிறப்ப இது வரை 20 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு மட்டும்தான் கொடுக்கப்பட்டுச்சு. 20 லட்ச ரூபா மதிப்புள்ள பணம் தான் பரிமாறப்பட்டுச்சு. இந்த வருஷம் பார்த்திங்கன்னா 301 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டும் 2 crore ஒர்த் ஆஃப் ஸ்காலர்ஷிப் கொடுக்குறோம். அதே மாதிரி தமிழ்நாட்டில் லிஸ்டர் மெட்ரோபாலிஸ்ங்கிற பேரில் நம்ம 40 வருடமாக இங்கே சர்வீஸ் பண்ணிகிட்ருக்கிறோம். ப்ளஸ் ஹைடெக்னு ஒரு டயக்னாஸ்டிக் கம்பெனியை டேக் ஓவர் பண்ணி 2 years ஆச்சு. டோட்டலாக நமக்கு தமிழ்நாட்டில் இப்போ 21 லேபரேட்டரிஸ் இருக்குது, 350 கலெக்ஷன் சென்டர் இருக்குது, 125 ஹோம் கலெக்ஷன் பாய்ஸ் இருக்காங்க. ஸோ இது மூலமாக நம்ம மார்க்கெட்டுக்கு சர்வீஸ் பண்ணிகிட்ருக்கிறோம். அண்ட் இது வந்து எங்களோட கமிட்மெண்ட். இந்த சிஎஸ்ஆர் ஆக்டிவிட்டி வந்து நம்ம ஹெல்த் கேர் இண்டஸ்ட்ரிக்கு மெட்ரோபாலிஸ் மூலமாக கொடுக்குற ஒரு கமிட்மெண்ட். தேங்க்யூ வெரி மச்.
Doctors do a little lab training because that's how you really learn. Clinical medicine is a combination of research and clinical. So in Bombay, we have even the topmost transplant surgeons sometimes in the lab trying to understand behind the scenes, because that is how sometimes they can treat a patient better. So our Mr. Chennai doors are open, and any student can learn.
See, we operate under two brands in Tamil Nadu. One is Metropolis, Lister, and second one is High-Tech Metropolis. And we have 21 labs across Tamil Nadu, and we have 340 collection centers, blood collection centers, and about 100 odd home collection executives that we have. So that's almost the entire city of Chennai, and most districts in Chennai we have our services. That's the way we do business, and it's a very important market for us. Chennai, Tamil Nadu, it's a very important market for us.
So one small question. As the candidate are getting scholarship in the first year, the same candidate is eligible for the second year also? He or she will be selected?
Yes, that's what I just said. Every year, it covers your journey as becoming a stable, good doctor. So that is from undergraduation, internship, post-graduation. He can apply, he or she can apply.
He will be getting the scholarship?
Only if he is eligible and when he is deserving, right? He's asked the cutoff.
Any cutoff mark is there?
Yes, cutoff depends, like the way you have college cutoffs, depends upon the rest. Cutoff will be a moving number, right? We cannot decide, it depends upon the talent that is applying. So yes, this year we did get one single, VOC we got, and that person said, ma'am, last year I got it, how come I didn't get it this year? And when we checked the data, better students had come up. So I said, well, more and more talent is bringing up. So we shared the statistics and the data, and he did not fall under that cutoff this time. So it's a moving thing, it's a fast moving world, and we have a lot of young talent who's just wanting to get some little help, and then they shine really bright.
Ma'am, what percentage of medical students dropping out from their undergraduate courses due to financial constraint? Do you have any estimate data such?
I wouldn't have that statistic. Sorry, you'll have to take that from I think we have a chief guest of honor coming from the Director of Medical Education. Maybe we can ask him this question and then get back to you. Yeah.
Scholarship amount is how many amount? Any cutoff amount?
Depends. Scholarship amount is different in different categories, and also it depends. For example, if it's a research grant, it depends on what research you are doing. So there were 3 levels of checks for the research, and only the amount that we feel is justified for that research, only that much is given. Not a single penny is given more to anybody, because then another student doesn't get benefit.
Government college students also applying this?
Absolutely. We have a lot of government college students who have won. A lot of them.
If you just want to do a mass, it's about 2 crore rupees going to 300 students. You can get an average of it, and plus some people get a little higher, some people get a little lesser. And average is the mathematical average of the number.
You receive a total applications, it's not 3 or any other more number?
6,000 applications you receive. 6,000. 6,000. Yes. And out of 6,000 applications, 301 students are won. 29 research grants are there.
In what basis you are rejecting the 6,000 applications you are receiving?
You're not rejecting anything. It's the best 300 will get it. It's like a college application. Everybody who doesn't get the admission is not a bad student. But unfortunately, he's missed the cutoff.
Madras Medical College very recently and scored 40 gold medals in every ways. So I was awarded by the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, and I also happen to be the past national convener for the Indian Medical Association. So my association with the MedEngage Metropolis group has been for the past 3 years. So it was over different categories, and this year as well I won the scholarship. And as far as this program is concerned, it has been dearest to all of us, considering that the medical education course by itself has a lot of expenses involved, be it for the books that we purchase, of the exams that we take up, which happens to be a huge share of the expenses. And also, I come from a family where my father passed away due to cancer when I was in class 12, and my mother being the sole breadwinner, it was definitely a tough time to take up my expenses, and I didn't want to depend on someone. So this scholarship has been extremely endearing for quite a few of us, especially those who've been in tough circumstances. And this scholarship being extended to the aspirational districts, I believe, by itself shows the success of the program. And I'm extremely thankful and grateful to the Metropolis team, considering me, the chairman, the CEO, and the MD and other members, and the CSR heads as well, or the chief scientific officer for making and the brains behind going the thought process and carving and scripting such scholarship programs. Because even though the CSR funds could be diverted to many other programs, but giving the scholarship program is the most thoughtful thing that someone can do, and I believe that's something extraordinary. And as well, I'm extremely grateful for my mom as well, Mrs. Shanti, and my grandma, Mrs. Jayalakshmi, for carving me to what I am today. So thank you so much for the opportunity.